Welcome, everyone. All lovely people in the room and lovely people online also. Uh, every time we come together, it is it is such a wonderful experience of not just uh, soaking in the energies, but also contributing our energy into the whole process, and that makes it a great seva. Um, so satsang and seva going together, what can be better? So let's start. Our rock, our wings is our guru. So let's start with a Guru Vandana. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Brahmanandam Paramasukadam केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुर्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव just for a few moments, let's sit, let's bask in the grace of the Guru, in his presence, inviting, feeling as tangibly as we can. Because when we can feel his presence, all is well. This auspicious period of Navratri, culminating in Ram Navami, such a joy to be coming together again and again. Let's sing to Mother and let's sing to Hari and Guru. So we'll do a very simple chant: Om Kali, Om Hari, Om Guru. Om Kali, Om Kali, Om Kali, Om, Om Kali, Om Kali, Om. Om Kali, Om Kali, Om Kali, Om, Om Kali, Om Kali, Om. Om Kali, Om Kali, Om Kali, Om, Om Kali, Om Kali, Om. Om Kali, Om Kali, Om Kali, Om, Om Kali, Om Kali, Om. Om Kali, Om Kali, Om Kali, Om, Om Kali, Om Kali, Om. Om Kali, Om Kali, Om Kali, Om, Om Kali, Om Kali, Om. Om Kali, Om Kali, Om Kali, Om, Om Kali, Om Kali, Om. Om Kali, Om Kali, Om Kali, Om, Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Kali Om Kali Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Hari Om Hari Om. Om Guru Om Guru Om Guru Om. Om Guru Om Guru Om. Om Guru Om Guru Om Guru Om. Om Guru Om Guru Om. Om Guru Om Guru Om Guru Om. Om Guru Om Guru Om. Om Guru Om Guru Om Guru Om. Om Guru Om Guru Om. Om Guru Om Guru Om Guru Om. Om Guru Om Guru Om. Om Guru Guru, Om Guru, Om. Om Guru, Om Guru, Om. Om Guru, Om Guru, Om Guru, Om. Om Guru, Om Guru, Om. Om Guru, Om Guru, Om Guru, Om. Om Guru, Om Guru, Om. Om Guru, 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 We have prayed to Mother, we have prayed to Guru, we've prayed to Hari. We've sang, we've opened our hearts. Now, with this open heart, let's send a prayer to them. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Friend, Beloved God, Great Masters, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahidi Mahashay, Swami Shri Yukteswar, Gurudev Shri Paramhans Yogananda, Saints of all religions, Friend and Guide Swami Kriyanand, we humbly bow to you all. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this satsang. Thank you for our minds. Thank you for our hearts, that we may sing to you, feel you, think of you all the time, inviting your presence in us, around us, wherever we go, spreading your love. May thy love shine forever at the sanctuary of our devotion, and may we be able to awaken thy love in all hearts. Om. We'll do another chant and take it into a brief meditation. We'll again Sing to Mother, pray to Mother. Sing to Guru, pray to Guru. Giving all our hearts. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetness which I do seek. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetness which I do seek. In the thought by my love brought, in the thought by my love brought, I taste thy name, so sweet, so sweet. Devotee knows how sweet you are. Devotee knows how sweet you are. He knows whom you let know. He knows whom you let know. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetness which I do seek. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetness which I do seek. In the thought by my love brought, in the thought by my love brought, I taste thy name, so sweet, so sweet. Devotee knows how sweet you are. Devotee knows how sweet you are. He knows whom you let know. He knows whom you let know. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetness which I do seek. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetness which I do seek. In the thought by my love brought, in the thought by my love brought, I taste thy name, so sweet, so sweet. Devotee knows how sweet you are. Devotee knows how sweet you are. He knows whom you let know. He knows whom you let know. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetness which I do seek. Thou art my life, thou art my love, thou art the sweetness which I do seek. In the thought by my love brought, in the thought by my love brought, I taste thy name, so sweet, so sweet. Devotee knows how sweet you are. Oh, devotee knows how sweet you are. He knows whom you let know. 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 It is said that without God's will, there can be no satsang. So maybe God wants us to know Him, wants us to know her. While we meditate, let's open our hearts, connecting with the feeling, the presence, the sweetness. Let this call be a soul call. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. While we are in this state of inwardness, let's listen to the what Swamiji has to say on truthfulness. Truthfulness is not caustic statements of unpleasant facts and unflattering opinions. Such statements are usually born of pride, but truthfulness is the effort always to see the divine truth behind appearances. It is the effort to express always that aspect of truth which may provide the most, which may prove the most beneficial. Truthfulness, as applied to ourselves, means not to hide behind self flattering justifications, to look honestly at our real motives for doing anything, and not to flinch before unpleasant realities in ourselves. Truthfulness means seeing things as they really are, but then looking more deeply for ways to improve those realities. And with this, let's in a loud voice affirm whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Now, in a regular voice, whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Now, in a whisper, whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Now, mentally only, whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Now, lifting our gaze, let's implant this one last time in our superconscious. Whatever is simply is. I cannot change it for the mere wishing. Fearlessly, therefore, I accept the truth, knowing that at the heart of everything, God's truth is always good. Let's mentally pray. Heavenly Father, I will not fear the truth, for I know that truth comes from Thee. Help me to see behind all appearances thy smiling, all compassionate gaze. Om. Welcome. Welcome again. Now that we've affirmed about truth, we have firmly established that we will be established in truth. Now we come to our topic, which is, I feel, is rather interesting. What was the topic? Truth, the eternal calling. So there are two things which come to mind when you think about this topic. First is, of course, what is truth, right? And the second is, why should it be an eternal calling? So let's look at what is truth. I'm standing here. This is the truth, right? It looks like that. You're sitting, listening very attentively. I'm sure that also is a truth. We all got up in the morning, got dressed, came here. That is a truth, correct? But then, if I am a man, if that is a truth, then maybe there is a deeper truth. I am a human being. But then we are talking about maybe just this life, this one incarnation. What about other incarnations? Maybe we've been many things many times, right? And if we believe what the sages tell us, and we don't need to believe what the sages tell us, our own perception of truth keeps on changing. When we sleep, we dream, we see something, it seems so real. uh, the fun that we have, or those dreams where somebody's chasing you and you just can't get away, you're just in slow motion and you just can't seem to be going any faster. That was also a truth. And then when you wake up, master used to have these dreams where he would feel that there is a tiger who was going to eat him and crush his leg, and suddenly he will wake up screaming when he was a child. And then his mother would come and say, it was just a dream, it was just a dream. And slowly he got over it. So, what is a dream, or what is truth? There is this very interesting story which Swamiji tells, where it was a man or a king. He was sleeping blissfully, and suddenly his wife came running and woke him up and said, our son has been bitten by a cobra. He's dead. She was weeping and crying, and he just looked at her and just kept looking at her and then looked out. I'm sure he had a large balcony. So he was just looking out into the distance and he was just sitting without moving. And then she said, didn't you hear me? Our son has been bitten by cobra. He's dead. And still he was looking out. And then she said, you are heartless. You have no heart. You have no love. And then he just, with that far away look in his eyes, he turned back to her and said, you know, while when you woke me up, I was having, I was in another world. Maybe I was dreaming, but there I had 10 sons. All of them got bitten by cobra. They all died. And then I suddenly woke up. And now you are here. So I don't know whether I should be lamenting, grieving for those 10 sons or for that one son here. What do I do? And he was just in a, maybe in a very confused yet centered state and just looking out. And all of us who've seen the movie Matrix, we know how reality and and a dream, or a software you may call it, keeps on shifting, right? And I'm sure all of us must have thought about this. uh, this satsang that we are having, is it real? Or we may just wake up and suddenly this we are somewhere else and we were just dreaming, right? I think this question, which all of us think about, our sages also thought about this question a lot, I'm sure. Because if we, with our intelligence, can also think about these things, but I'm sure the masters too thought about these things. And the interesting thing is, again, a quote from Master: truth is not, truth has nothing to do with our beliefs. When we go out to investigate truth, first thing that we should know is that it has nothing to do with our beliefs. Master has said truth simply is. It cannot be voted into existence. There is no opinion about it. This is the truth. Accept it, take it, or leave it. That choice you have. You can live in delusion or you can accept it. And then the only way to know the truth is by real perception. Because if something truly is, then the only way you can know about it is by actually feeling it, perceiving it, not by thinking about it, not by theorizing. And that is why the ideas about truth in, in ancient India were codified and called as darshans. They were never philosophies. They were darshans because they were seen, received, perceived. And as Master says, the three most important of them relevant for us, the others are truly important and um, honored. But the three most important for us are Sankhya, Yoga, and Vedanta, the three which are most important, and Master talks about them in one of his talks. um, Now, what is Sankhya? Sankhya is why. Sankhya is why you should be looking for truth, whatever that may be. Why? So let's look at that first question of why we should be looking at truth at all. Now, if you try to start answering that question, the first thing that we can start perceiving about our reality is that things keep changing, right? One day we get up in a happy mood, it feels like it's going to be a good day, right? There's a term that you've gotten out of the right side of the bed today. All will be going well. Next morning, God knows what happened. You know, we come to our center, we go to ashram, we have a wonderful day, wonderful satsang, workshops, and everything seems to be like all is well, as they say in that movie. Next day, suddenly it changes, right? Our lives, even our work life, one day the market is up, we make a lot of profit. The other day the market is moving in the other direction and you're like, what do we, what is constant? Change is the constant. And the next thing to then see is that we all like happiness, right? We don't like unhappiness, we don't like pain. We want to be happy, comfortable. And in that pursuit, when the pain comes, suddenly we feel, oh, why this is happening? And that is why pain is the prod which makes us look at things. Otherwise, that's the whole, Master has said, that's the whole reason why we have pain in the world. Because in this world of delusion, if we didn't have pain and disappointment, then we will never try to get out. Maybe that's why it is very difficult to make spiritual progress in the astral worlds, because there's very little pain. So you're just happy, enjoying. Why should you be making any progress? And this, it's a cycle in our lives. If you see, it's a cycle. We're happy, then we are sad, then we're happy again, then we're sad again. It keeps on happening. And masters tell us this keeps on happening through incarnations, through incarnations. And why do these happiness and sadness comes? Because we put out a lot of effort to become happy. This world is said to be a world of duality. And when we put out a lot of effort to be happy, we are happy, but then the counterbalancing happens, where if in an egoic way we've enjoyed that happiness, then suddenly that pain comes and we are in the ego, so we become worried and we feel that pain as if it really belongs to us and is hurting us. But still we continue in this cycle of delusion. We never get out of this. Why don't we get out of this cycle? The simple reason for that is because whenever a pain comes, we know the happiness is right around the corner. It's like, that donkey, and there's a stick and a carrot hung from that stick, and that donkey is always looking at that carrot and is running, and he never gets that carrot. So maybe some of us are like, I'll not say all, some of us are like that donkey, and God is hanging that carrot. And whenever we have a pain, we feel happiness is round the corner. Okay, whatever it is, let's try to get through it. So, what's the way out? As Sankhya tells us, the way out is take a step back. Look at look at the whole thing from a little bit of distance, and then you will be able to see that it's a cycle. Like a mouse, no, they use these mice in these experiments. Like a mouse have been running round and round and round, and then you realize that, oh, there is no end. At least in my 40 years, it has not ended. There's no foreseeable future in which I see that this cycle will end. If you extrapolate that for many lives, this may have been going on, right? So then when you take a step back and you realize, okay, something more is going on, maybe I need to step out of this cycle itself, get out of this treadmill, this. And that is why then Sri Krishna says in Gita, Arjun, get away from my ocean of suffering and misery. Get away. In one of the talks, Master says very strongly, get away from this ocean of suffering and misery. So, okay, we've understood that we need to get away. How do we get away? That is yoga. But where do we get away? That is where the aspect of truth comes. That is where comes Vedant. Vedant tells us what is the truth. And once we know what the truth is, then it gives us a good, encouragement and impetus to actually work for it. I mean, if you had said that, okay, here is you don't like this room, so let's try to get out of here. But if you don't really know if the outside is really better than the inside, then why should you be going out, right? If the truth also is the same as what we have here, then there's no point. That is why Vedant is very important. And Vedant is not again something which has been hypothesized, thought about. It is something which has been perceived. And that perception which the ancient rishis perceived and have the masters have perceived for themselves and have given us is that this whole world at the end of the day, the whole reality is simply, it's just a fabric of maybe God's presence, which they have chosen to call as Satchitanand, which we call Satchidanand, right? Why is that? If you think about it, maybe even at our level, we can very simply understand that everything that we see at the end of the day, we are just observing. Whether it is good or bad, there is a person inside us who's feeling, who's observing everything that we are going through life. And if there is this awareness that is there inside us, that maybe this awareness is not just common to us. This awareness is more universal. It is beyond likes and dislikes. Because again, we realize when we step back, we realize that it is this too much involvement, which is this ego creates all kinds of problems. It is this ego which actually uh, starts to bind us. For example, if there's a flavor of ice cream and we like it, and we feel that ice cream is giving us pleasure, right? I'm sure your friend doesn't like that flavor. So if you just analyze, we can start observing for ourselves that the the pleasure was never there in the ice cream. It was in the way we perceive it. Maybe the joy was inside us, and we're just, these are external triggers which are unlocking that joy. And when we come to that state, then we realize, okay, there is a joy inside me, there is an awareness which is even perceiving that joy, which is maybe its true nature, because that is the only constant. As Sankhya tells us, the world is changing, but what is the only constant? That calm awareness. In every situation, we have it. That is how we are observing the world, right? And so, if you extrapolate that, that consciousness is maybe all encompassing. And even little bits of meditation or compassion that we open, we can start feeling others' pains. So, for even now, we can understand that God is consciousness, which is all pervading, which is Satchidanand. And how then we came into this world, this truth, knowing the truth also is very important, is that when this God, this Satchidanand is translated as ever existing, ever conscious, ever new bliss. This has been done by Master. And this ever newness of bliss, Swamiji says that it tries to express itself. It tries to express this joy outwardly. And when it does it, but there is only Satchidanand, only consciousness. There is nothing else available to do anything, to make anything. So it just uses its own self by, it says, it starts vibrating. Now, I have no idea how the consciousness starts vibrating, but it starts vibrating. And that is when the seed of consciousness enters and the duality starts. And that's the sound of Om. That's why it's called Pranav. That's the Om that comes out, and from it comes out the entire world, realities, everything that we see. And that is why going back to that source is important, because that Sat is the truth. It stands for the truth. But now we are here, caught wherever we are, right? We all have to start from where we are. We are somewhat like that deer. No, we have all heard of that story of a deer high in the Himalayas. When the time comes and suddenly, at one point of time during the year, suddenly the deer starts smelling a very sweet smell. And it's like, from where is it coming? And it runs in one direction, it's not there. It runs in the other direction, it's not there. This, that, it keeps running, and many times in the bewilderment it falls down off a cliff, dies. And then maybe a hunter comes and takes out that pouch which was there. It's said to be in his navel, Kasturi Mrig, right? And the scent was always inside. That's like us. The joy which keeps getting triggered here and there, it is inside us. But we don't perceive it. And so we keep on running after things which are outside us. And we keep on trying to find it somewhere, in something, in people, in friends. But the beauty of the whole thing is that that joy always keeps calling us back. That joy is not completely hidden from us. It keeps on reminding us. It's like a pendulum. We go to one side, and then the pendulum comes back and goes to the other side, but then it has to come back again. And thank God that God has, the way God has devised the world is, God keeps us pulling us back to the center. We may keep going in one direction, then going in the other direction, but the pull is always there. Though the world has been created by that outgoing push, which you may call as Maya, Satan, whatever name you may give, but that pull is there. And all that we need to do is start attuning with that pull. And the best representation of that attunement is the Guru. Why? Because Guru is, people say, Guru is the one who gives us light. Guru is the one who shows us the way. But as I see it, there's so many masters. There is one who has taken it upon himself, taken the trouble upon himself that, okay, I am going to help you. Because there's so many masters, right? But at least there's one person who I know is in my corner. And will, if I can cooperate, if I can attune myself with what is being flowing through my guru to me, then I can maybe find my way back. And that is where doing what the guru has said becomes very important. And what does guru tell us? Guru gives us techniques, of course, and techniques are very important because techniques are vehicles for expressing the guru's will in our life. That's the deepest reason why we practice the guru's techniques. It is, they do a lot of good things, but practicing it as practicing hongso as a disciple versus practicing hongso generally as a student, there's a great difference. For us, hongso may be doing all of the other things, but also it's a tangible vehicle for us to attune our will with our guru. And so whenever we do hongsa, have that attitude in mind that it's a that the gratitude should be there. And whenever we do any of these practices, it's a same journey back. Again, thankfully, the truth is always calling. So when we practice hangsa, as we just take ourselves out and settle ourselves, settle these vibrations which are there, as they start settling down, again, thankfully, the energy and our consciousness starts moving and starts expanding. That is the calling of truth which is always there. We know what is hangsa, right? Hangsa is aham saha. It is the very vibration of our breath. Each breath is calling out to the infinite, reminding us that we are that. Each breath is that eternal calling of the truth of the infinite to us. We simply need to just come back, align ourselves more. And also, on a very practical level, if you just look at, I mean, even if you don't look at a lot of philosophy, the less complication we have in life, right? By devising schemes, the more peaceful we are, whether at home or at office. I can testify for that. You are at peace. In the short run, it may feel that it's not working out, it's not the smart thing to do. But let me not say in the long run, in the middle run also, it's a very good thing to do. And truth, as we should start experiencing for ourselves, is non deceit. It is it is not a fact. Truth is not factual. Truth is always, it's at a deeper level. It is at the level of intention. It is at the level of existence itself. So you may be telling a truth, but in your mind you know that you're trying to deceive that person by carefully constructing the facts. All of us may have done that, knowing that. Anyways, let's not go into that too much. We know what it is. So let's try to take that step back, each of us, and try to just become more simple. And as you become more simple, truth is nothing but simplicity. And truth and dharma, they are like one. And adherence to truth is absolutely non-negotiable. I mean, when we read in Ramayana that, Raghukul read Sada Chali Ai, Pran Jai, Par Vachan Na Jai. Why? Truth is truth. It is the reality. If you're not connected with the reality, then you're not connected with the reality. There are no two ways about it, right? And Sri Ramakrishna Paramhans, when he had the vision of the mother, and when he was deeply connected, he was offering everything back to the mother. So he would take flowers and he will say, "Mother, take your love, take your hatred, take everything. Just give me your divine love. I just need that, nothing else. Take your righteousness, take your unrighteousness here. Take your wisdom, delusion here." Everything he was offering and just asking for divine love. But then later on, he said, "I could not say, take your truth, take your untruth, and give your divine love." Truth, because truth is not something you can relinquish. Truth is the fabric of existence. And thankfully, it's like the ocean. Master gives this beautiful analogy. Truth is, this consciousness is that ocean of consciousness. Everything is just little waves which are there. You know, the three gunas that we know of, they keep expelling us up. And it is said that these gunas are like robbers. There is that very nice story where three bandits, they caught a person who was going his way happily, and they caught him. And then one person said, let's kill him. And the other was like, no, no, let's not kill him, let's just beat him up and tie him up. So they listened to that other guy and they beat him thoroughly. They tied him, hands, mouth, everything, and they dumped him. And they all went away. The third person, the third bandit, lingered, came back and said, I am feeling sad that you are in this position. Let me just help you a little. Opened the arms, opened the mouth, khade ho jao, took him to the way, walked him to the city and said, there is the city gate. You go, but I can't come with you because I'll get caught. I can't come with you. So that first person who wanted to kill was the tamogun. The second was the rajas. It wants to move, activate, beat you. The third was sattva. And but the sattva also doesn't take us to the truth. So that is why God is said to be trigunatit. Beyond, even sattva will get caught and dissolve if it goes to God. So that is why while we are all impelled by the three gunas, as we know in Gita, we are helpless. But let's know that there is something beyond it, which we can connect through our awareness and especially through the ray of our Guru. And that truth is calling us. And the Guru has come. It has sent the Guru to take us home. Right? Otherwise, why will the Guru come? So let's just hold his hand. Maybe he is holding our hand. So even if we try to, the kids who want to हाथ छोड़ा के भागना चाहते हैं, I'm sure he is holding our hand because I've personally tried a lot to run away. I'm still here. So let's just stay with the Guru, and yes, he will take us home. That much, he is God's boatman. He will take us home. Yeah. Thank you. Jai Guru.